So this was the 2021 Aldi Advent Beer Calendar. 24 beers, finished them all. The bottles I just rinsed out and I saved. They're all just upside downs for future home brews. All right, so the 24 beers of the Aldi Advent Calendar is actually pretty good this year. So first, day one was the Christofel Belgian White, 5%. And on Untappd, I gave that a 3.25. Day two was the Christofel Belgian Blonde Beer at 6%. And that got a 3.5. These are all out of 5 if you don't use Untappd. Day three is a Deadly Brewing Hazy IPA, Fruit Forward. I gave that a 3.25. Was actually pretty high for me because I'm not really an IPA fan. So that's a good score for an IPA for me. I don't know what percentage it is. There it is, 5%. Day four was a Key Lime Sour at 4.5%. And I'm actually a big fan of sours, but I gave that a 3.5, which is pretty good. A O'Shea's IPA at 6%. I gave that a 3.25, which is really good for an IPA. A Deadly Brewing East Coast Style IPA, Tropical Fruits, was a 3.25. So a lot of these IPAs got really good scores for me. My IPAs are lower. A Deadly Brewing Amber Ale, Malty Amber Ale at 4.8%. That got a 2.75, so that's a lower score. A Dry Hopped Sour on day 8 at 5.2% at 3.75. O'Shea's Celtic Wheat Beer, 4.3%. Is 1.50, which is very low score, which is weird because I normally like wheat beer, so that must have been pretty terrible. And Cherry Colch at 4.4%, which will be 3.25. White Tide Belgian White, which is clearly a Blue Moon knockoff. That was day 11 at 3.25. So probably pretty similar to a Blue Moon. Blue Moon's like a starter craft beer. O'Shea's Irish Lager at 4.4%. That one was a 2.75. A Session IPA at 4.5%. Day 13 is a 2.5, which seems normal. It's normal for my IPAs. I'm not really a big IPA fan. O'Shea's Traditional Irish Stout at 4.5%. Will be day 14, will be a 3.0. A Blonde Ale at 4.5%. Be a 3.5. O'Shea's Traditional Irish Red Ale at 4.3%. What were we on? Day 16? That's 2.5, so that one's a lower score. Oh, I'm going to butcher this so bad. Rines Gruner German Pils, 4.9%. That's day 17 at 3.5%. It's a decent score. Like 40-something% German by the DNA test, so those are my beers. O'Shea's Hoppy Lager, 4.2%. Today's 18, so it's 3.75 stars. O'Shea's Pale Lager, 2.75, which is not a good score. I think I actually ended up pouring this in a chili just to not drink the whole thing. But actually, I mean, beer to flavor food, like I've marinated like beef jerky in beer and it's been pretty good, or like poured into like chili or something, or like cheddar cheese soup. It's good use of beers that aren't as great to drink. The winter lager at 5.6%. This is day 20, is 2.5 stars. Day 21 is a Bock at 4.5%. That's a 3.0 stars, so not really a great rating. Another Christoffel, which is a Belgian dark beer, at 6%, and that's 3.25 stars. A Brand's German style lager at 5%, that was a 3.5 stars. And day 24 of Advent Calendar was a Deadly Brewing Grapefruit IPA at 5%, and I gave that 3.25, which is a better score for an IPA for me. So there you have it. The 24 beers of the 2021 Aldi Advent Calendar. I'm just saving all of these for future home brews. That's why I saved all the bottles.